Hey, good Thursday morning. And today I just want to share a story with you. And the reason why I want to share this story with you is because, this coming weekend is Halloween. And a lot of kids are going to be dressed up. They're going to be walking the streets and they're going to be knocking on doors and they're going to be yelling trick or treat. And as a kid, it was one of my favorite times. It was awesome to go to school during Halloween week. All the Halloween parties and costumes. You got to dress up, and then the teachers would parade you through town. In Piedmont, that was a big deal. And I remember seeing parents and business owners clapping and waving as we walked through the streets or through the orchard of Piedmont. It was fun times. And then at night we would go trick-or-treating, knocking on doors, getting candy. And sometimes, especially in today's world, we need those moments. We need those moments for our children to where they can be a kid. They can be a kid. They can have fun. I remember as I grew older and would trick or treat, some of the older teenagers would dress up and they would scare the little kids. But it was all in good fun. All in good fun. When I went in ministry, I'm going to share this true story with you. When I went in ministry, and I've been doing this for over 30 years, one of the things that impacted me in Garrett County, in addition to serving a church, I was also hospice chaplain. And the nurses would call me to visit patients and families to talk to them about where they were spiritually and what I could do to help them in the final days or final weeks or final months. And I got called to this one house, and it was out in the country. It was away from all the tourists. But it was during the fall season. It was a beautiful time of year, especially in Garrett County. And I remember going up this dirt road. The sun was shining. The leaves were changing. It was just a beautiful, beautiful scenery. And as I'm going, I don't know much about this person. I just know that he had appeared on television several times in some of those ghost adventure shows. Yeah, Discovery and I believe History Channel. And I never met him before. And like I said, the only thing I knew about him was that's what he had done. So I get to his place. He's sitting out on the porch. And I get out of the vehicle. And I yell out his name. And he said, "Yes, that's me." And I told him who I was. And that I was there with hospice. And I was the chaplain. And he said, "I am so glad to see you and your friends." No, it was just me in the vehicle. And I look around me and I'm like, "What friends?" And he said, "You don't see them? You don't feel them?" And I said, "No, I don't feel anything." He said, "To your right, there's a gentleman, tall, a little bit taller than you. And he has a big smile upon his face, and the light in his life, the light that I'm seeing shining is so bright. He had something wrong in his chest, his heart. And he died way too young. But through your life, he's been watching over you. God gave him that opportunity." And then he said, "On the other side of you, there's a woman who's shorter. And she too is smiling. And she has a bright light that's shining forth. And in her life, she had something wrong with her lungs, but then whatever it was spread and impacted her brain. And even though they died, they continue to watch over you and the family that they left behind. Now, why am I sharing this with you? Well, it's Halloween coming up. But he and I, when I sat on this porch, had a great conversation. He became a good friend of mine. And throughout his final weeks on this side of heaven, we talked about faith. He gave me glimpses of heaven. And he was looking forward to that day when he would stand before Jesus. And he said if God gave him the opportunity, he was going to be able to glimpse every once in a while into the lives of his family. And he hopes that he is as proud of his kids as that man and that woman walking beside of me when I got out of my car that day in Garrett County, Maryland. Hey, this is Pastor Bill from St. Luke's United Methodist Church, Harrisville, West Virginia, Ritchie County, West Virginia. Wherever you are, I hope you're happy, I hope you're healthy, and I hope you're safe. God bless. Have a great day.